Hello, everyone. My name is Bryce Paden, and I am here to talk to you about internal and external communication used here at Riverside USD 114. To start off, I would like to define internal communication as, looking at it from a school perspective would be anything or any communication with one another inside of our organization or party, which would be our school system. So, looking at some of the communications and those that use those for internal communication, first off would be just our administration. Um, our administration communicates internally by having weekly meetings amongst administrators, emails, cell phone calls, or face to face, all from administration to staff internally or administrator to administrator. The next would be, excuse me, um, our faculty and staff. I thought this section um, went hand in hand. Each staff member in our district we are all one-to-one student and staff with electronics. Most of our students have iPads, but they've just recently transitioned to the seventh and eighth graders in the junior high to Chromebooks. All of the staff are equipped with our own computers. Um, we are able to communicate via email every day. I think that is one of the main communications. Our building is spread out pretty big and into two different buildings, just in a 3 through 8 situation. Um, but the email makes it really easy to get a hold of each and every one of us. I would say another main form of communication that we have in our school district is recently this past year, everybody got a new phone um, in our own classroom slash intercom. We can each use our phone, and I can communicate with somebody instantly from 7 miles away at our other building in our district, and it makes it really easy to get a hold of anybody that we need to, and as well as meeting in regular meetings as core teachers or the junior high or the grade levels. We are meant to and are supposed to continue to have regular meetings in which we interact face to face. So moving on to some external communications, which would simply be defined anybody communication between anybody outside of our party, anybody outside of our organization. Um, and our first one would be our students. Yes, they are in our organization, but they are not um, within our excuse me, the adults in our communications here. Communication with our students come in the form of Google Classroom for assignments. Um, a lot of our core teachers get straight on there. Ever since COVID had happened, they get all their information on the Google Classroom instead of a lesson plan. That is their lesson plan. The students, if they miss a day, they understand pretty easily what they're supposed to be there for. They have emails, which isn't as big of a thing for our students, because you know how students are, especially our junior high kids. They don't check their emails as much as they should. Announcements via intercom and also face-to-face interactions is our main form. Parents. Okay, communication with parents come from phone calls, obviously, messages from Class Dojo. That's a computer system that we use to alert parents. Parent-teacher conferences is a good way. Sending alerts on our school system. That's like a right now situation where it'll send an alert to those that are signed up on their cell phones. It will send a text message and a text message from our school and a announcement on our Facebook page. And that brings me to my next one, which is keeping everybody informed on our Facebook and school website pages. Diverse community members, reaching out during, such as Veterans Day assemblies or faith-based churches or activities that are being put into our schools. And some partners. We rely heavily on partners in our community that do specific things for us, and reaching out via Facebook page. Um, you know, whether that's, hey, our school is looking for some help in this area, or even, thank you very much, and really thank them for their work that's done. Some site councils. Our site council has comprised of lots of our community members. Fundraisers, and one thing I really enjoy is gives our partners in our community our paperless board meetings where they can sign in on their telephone, and it goes, they can listen to the whole board meeting, and that's been really nice. So kind of moving on, going through the written, oral, and digital forms, and which ones stand out the most. um, Admin, most of the time they are strictly oral and digital. Just don't get a whole lot of written from them. Faculty and staff, that is oral and digital in my opinion as well. Focuses on those. Parents is a little different. There has been some written forms or written letters sent home to them. It's not just oral and digital to them. Students, the majority of it is oral, and that's the best case scenario for them, for both parties to get what they want out of it. Um, Diverse community members, oral and written, and partners, written, digital as well. So, lastly, here at Riverside USD 114, our administration, faculty, and staff communicate on a daily basis to create future successes for our students. Our administration and staff also tries diligently to engage with families to support student learning and school improvement. Reaching out continuously, and attempting to do what we can to help our students. Um, you know, there's always room for improvement, and as staff members, we can do better in all these areas as well. But I really think that if our parents and our students, and that they need to be more involved in the communication, and being, encouraged and engaged in our communication and our school district to improve student improvement, school improvement, and just overall being engaged in our district and knowing what's going on. I think this will reflect positively for our partners. I think they need to be aware of the direction that our school districts is going, and our goals that we have, that they can be there and they want to be there to facilitate whenever we need it. Thank you very much, and these are my references.